My name is Salvador Arzate, alias Chava Arzate. I came to the United States when I was 16. I grew up in South LA. That was in 1978. I went to Huntington Park High School. And just a few days before graduating from high school, I was told by one of my teachers, hey, I believe Mexican Airlines is hiring agents. And I was like, in those days, my English was my accent was heavy. If it's bad today, you can imagine 30 years ago. But I was inspired by this teacher. He told me, you can do it, just go. So, like for 2 days, I hesitated, and I was, no, am I going to make it? So anyway, to make it short, I decided, and inspired by my teacher, I went to the airport. I was interviewed, and they said, okay, you have to do a test. A test was divided in four parts. It was grammar, basic math, and geography. And I passed. So, and I was intimidated. While I was there, there were other people, talking about their employment experience. I didn't even want to look at them because I was thinking, if they talk to me, I'm gonna say that I cannot communicate properly in English. So anyway, so I went. And when everybody came out of the room, one of the secretaries said, okay, Salvador, you are being selected, for an interview. So I went for the interview, and I was hired. I worked for that company for almost 20 years. Okay, so when I was hired by this person, the manager, he even asked me when I was about to leave, and he says, do you know how much money you're going to be making? And I said, no, I don't know, and I don't care. I know that I've been hired. I know that this is a good company. So anyway, when I worked there, I was able to travel around the world. I went to Europe, like we used $13 I was paying to go to Europe. I went to all Latin America. So I was very, very happy there. Okay, unfortunately, like 12 years ago, everybody was laid off. The company has to make changes. So then I decided, somebody told me to go to real estate, and I said, okay, I said, I'm going to real estate. And then somebody was telling me like, oh, you are not going to make it, it's a very difficult test. Even people, native English speakers, they haven't passed the test. I said, you know what, I said, I'm different. I'm always like, I said, I'm going to make it. So I went, I passed the test, I worked for 5 years. Then I got my license for insurance, and then I also have a license for income tax preparation. I'm a minister to officiate marriages, which is one of the things that I love in officiating marriages. I'm always inspired, when after the ceremony, I was in last time they told me, oh, Mr. Arzate, it was beautiful, your speech, it was awesome because it was a bilingual ceremony, so everybody was impressed. I got all these compliments. So now I'm doing the event, like an event planner. And now I plan everything for the couple because I want to get close to the couples. I read the news that the people are not getting married, and I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to encourage people to get married, okay? Because I really like I'm inspired by the love. Everybody's so happy, and what I'm trying to tell everybody is like, you have to do something that you love, okay? If you do things that you like, just do them. Don't get discouraged. Sometimes I get this. Sometimes I hear. Even my kids, I have 3. Well, one is 25, the youngest is 19. They were all born in this country, and they're all discouraged. And I said, why? I said, you guys should be doing it better. If I came to this country, I spoke no English. I didn't even know that English existed. I mean, when I was in my small village, I mean, you know, it was a small world. So, and now I'm thinking, you know, when I talk to my kids and I say, why are you so discouraged, you know, about the why? Oh, it's because the system, you know, is a corrupted system. I said, tell me a country or society where the perfect society. Maybe I've been in the dark. I said that this is a great country. What I'm trying to tell everybody is like, you can make it. I mean, anybody can make it. Okay, and that is my story. You know, do what you love.
Salvador, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.